Hey, Bobblefans, welcome back to the Bobblehead Boys. I'm your host, your friendly neighborhood game master, Paul Reaume, and this is episode 22, the first part of the next main quest in the Winter of Adam campaign. For newcomers to the fold, we are playing the Fallout tabletop RPG as produced by Modifius. Our party has finally arrived at the entrance to the Fens Street Sewers. They are tasked by the Minutemen to clear out any radiation and or critters that may be hanging out in there in order to secure safe passage for trade routes. The mission is clear. The rest is up to the dice. When we left off last time, you guys had just arrived at the Fens Street Sewer entrance. There were, it's getting towards nighttime. There's a couple Minutemen that had a little fire right outside the entrance. The entrance is built up like as though you were going into a subway, like it's a cement like closed stairwell entrance. They've got a little fire built right outside of it, and so they welcome you to join them and stuff. So you're able to rest for that night with them right outside. Those that want to. They share their food with you as well, so you don't have to eat any of your rations.
That's good.
I give them some ghoul meat.
And this would be the point that we are officially starting a quest. So this is the time that luck points respawn.
They sure do.
Yeah. And then we'll get started into the quest. Ryker is back at the at Neckminster. Still, I have an idea of getting him back into the mix right now to you guys. Oh, and I got to give Mr. Quintilius a wacky.
Oh, yeah, you do.
And some Ricky, the red shirt.
I am literally getting up to go grab a guy with a red shirt.
His name should just be Fodder.
I'm going to treat him like when we were doing that one-off at the beginning, and I would just constantly make the doctor go ahead of us. Go forward. Shh. It's the will of Adam for you to go through that doorway first.
So he works like a companion, similar to your dog.
Yeah.
So he can assist you with things. You can act through to sacrifice your movements for him to do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty much how he will work. If he sticks around, there's a bunch of pre-made settler and companion type characters in the settlers guide. Yeah, so we'll look up the one that makes sense and you can hang on. But I have a feeling he won't hang around too long, anyways. There we are.
I totally take care of my own.
Mm-hmm. Clearly. So
That being said, carry this beeping box into the tunnel for me.
Man, I wish we had him when we made Tiberius go to talk to the super mutants.
So you guys climb down
you
step into that cement room type thing. You climb down the ladder, and here you are. You're in the sewers. There's a hallway that stretches out ahead of you. You can hear water down the way. You can't necessarily see the source of it yet, but I mean you're entering sewers. All right. So when you first get down, it looks like this would have been like a station of some sort for people that used to work in the sewers. Maybe there's like a little table. There's a tiny little red rocket on it, and there's a skeleton hanging upside down from the wall beside the table. Totally normal. Everything's fine. You see this stuff all the time. And then there's the hallway that leads down into the left. I just put you guys in that position. I don't know what order you guys want to go, but that is where you are.
Well, I suggest the man with the giant flamethrower goes first.
I have a phobia of water, and he said I can hear water in the distance, so I'm kind of like cowering behind you guys right now.
So we send Ensign Ricky up first?
Ensign Ricky and the dog.
No way, he has to stay near me.
All right.
Extra defense.
Ricky, we send Crest to that corner.
This one?
Yeah.
All right, so we're sending him up. All right. So he gets up to the edge of the hallway where it turns. Nothing happens. He's peeking around.
I'm behind Tiberius.
Now, in a movie, when I ask, "Hey, do you see anything?" and he turns around to tell me that he doesn't see anything, that's when the back of his head would.
Yeah. No head explosions. No head explosions. He looks back. And says, there's stairs, and the sound, you can hear the water getting a bit stronger down there.
All right, I proceed forward.
Shutter.
Should we like chain up Duncan and drag him along? Like Tiberius, hold him and have him hold his flamethrower and use him like a flamethrower.
Okay. Deal.
I'm like refusing to go. So you're gonna have to like.
Just gonna pick him up.
Yeah. Pick him up?
I can pick him up.
Oh, you can totally pick him up.
No worries.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm coming.
And you're going to resist him from picking him
Yeah,
up?
I don't want to go anywhere near that water.
Okay. So Duncan, in order to resist the Tiberius from picking him up, you're going to do a strength and athletics test.
Do I have to oppose this test?
Yeah, he's giving you the difficulty. I think it makes sense that way.
I critically failed. I'm not going to do anything about that.
Yeah, you did. So he doesn't even
What's
have
that
to try.
smell? It's the sewers.
Oh no! Somebody just peed in my pants.
So Tiberius doesn't even have to touch you. He just comes approaching you, and you start backing away from him. You back into the table where did you take the red rocket? Oh, it exploded.
Did it?
No. So you fall back. You fall back into that table, and you knock whatever else was on the table onto the ground. As you cower, are you going to continue to resist him at this point?
What are you doing? After
Are you
this?
going to scoop him up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick him up.
Me up.
All right.
Like a baby.
There you go.
What a
Yeah,
what an
I'm
action
not
for it
even-
to actually succeed on for you to actually like, you didn't have to do anything to intimidate.
So
I'm taking
you could roll for the sake of getting AP points, but otherwise you could just scoop them up. But understand if you roll a complication,
It's gonna be hilarious.
complication,
Pull
right?
up my holotape player and start playing the theme.
I got,
to,
like,
Whitney Houston, the
what is the
bodyguard movie.
strength?
Strength
Athletics?
and athletics.
That's 4 successes.
4 successes.
I
So
rolled two
that is
twos.
4 AP for the group. There you go.
That's like
There you go.
max.
And in fact,
Oh no.
you rolled so well that when you scoop them up, you look at all the stuff that's fallen off of the table, and there's a tiny holotape on the ground.
Sweet. I'll take it.
Yeah, you will.
I have no way to use it. So
I have a holotape player, and he has a
I
has a
have a
pit
He's a
boy.
big boy. Yeah.
Yeah, plug it into his Pip-Boy while you're holding him. Now
Yes.
play it.
I'll use this 1 AP point to do that. Because I have extra. I can't do anything with it.
You're good.
How many AP points are we allowed to have? 6?
Yes.
Here.
Thanks,
is
man.
extra.
There you go. That's an extra minor action. You moved.
My minor action was playing the tape.
All right. So you pop the holotape into the Pip-Boy.
Here we are, detective. If you followed my instructions, you're alone. And well, if you aren't, I've already left. You better be alone. Well, come on in. I've put my work on display down here, and I'd very much like you to see it.
And that's what plays.
And I'm so-and-so from Dateline.
Right. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. There we are.
And that's the way it was.
So the in Fallout 4, there's in the Fens Street Sewers. There's the thing that happens, and that's the thing, or part of it. So I thought I would mix that in to a little throwback to those people that went through it in Fallout 4, and who knows, maybe there will be more. You don't know. Are we? I assume we can continue along the path, turning the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So as you turn the corner, there's stone stairs that go lower, and it opens up into this room ahead of you that's lit like those like caution lights around the edges. Like it's
The cage
it's not,
lights, like the little...
yeah, right. It's not great light. It's dim. You can see there is water like coming into that room from a whole bunch of like broken pipes up above and everything. And from what you can see at the other end of the room, there's another hallway that drops down a few more stairs, and the water is rushing down those stairs, and it doesn't seem like it's draining very well. There's a door at the bottom of those stairs, but the water is building up at the bottom of it. And that's about it. You can't quite make out the surface of the stairs. You can just tell that they're there because the water is like literally rushing down it. As you step into the room or even approach the room, the Geiger counter on your Pip-Boy starts clicking. I assume it's always got a slight click to it, but it definitely picks up as you get into that room. And everybody that would takes 2 rad damage.
Yeah, I do.
And you get a rad charge.
Would my armor protect me? It has rad damage resistance.
Yep. What do you have?
Should I bring them
2.
over here?
You got 2?
Yeah.
Okay, you resist. You can resist this one.
Should I bring the characters over here?
Yeah, they're probably in that room at this point.
Did you say the water was coming from a natural source or was coming from the
There's
pipes?
like broken pipes up above. Like there's a bunch of.
Is there a valve we could like,
That's what I was going to ask. See if there's
shut off?
You can look, but realistically, the pipes are literally broken. Like there's stuff, or I guess you can try to see if there's a valve that connects them somewhere. But this wouldn't be the.
We just have Tiberius tie it in a knot.
Necessarily. So we know as well the rad damage when you're in a room, prolonged exposure to it, you will start taking some. Now you're
You gotta
good.
have that.
You just let me know every time I get a charge.
Yeah. Oh, and it's really there's like turns, and you're gonna every turn you're gonna take it. So how I'm gonna treat armor is when you first go in, you're gonna get like your full resistance to it, but it's everywhere unless you're in a completely sealed suit. It doesn't make sense to block all of it. So on the next turn, it'll be a little less, and then the next turn it'll be a little less as far as your resistance goes to it. And each room has different sources of radiation, different radiation levels. The key, as you've been sent by the Minutemen, is to clear out all sources of radiation and any other threats that are there.
We did buy some rat. Most of us bought
Yes.
rat away, or anybody who needed it, which would have been just.
I have rad X.
How are we supposed to clear the radiation?
So I imagine that it's either coming from an actual like living source, like glowing ones, which will give off radiation, or what are you gonna have us? There's just a bunch of barrels and be like, okay, Tiberius, offload those barrels. You know, like just like at the docks. You're forklift certified.
Wouldn't it cause more radiation if you just dump it out somewhere?
I mean, as long as it's not in our sewers.
Oh, fair.
Do a perception. Gizmo. I was going to call you Gizmo. Glitch. Do a perception and actually, who's got a better science skill?
Definitely me. I have 3 tagged.
I have 3 non-tagged, and my intelligence isn't very high.
My intelligence is 9.
Okay, Duncan. While you're on the shoulders of, because I assume Tiberius has you kind of like carrying him up this way type of thing, or over, but he's up on you, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So
To keep his feet out of the water.
do a perception and science.
Socks are wet.
Oh.
Cuffs are bone dry.
Perception? I might
Yeah,
not
I'm gonna
actually
make
be
you
the
do
best.
Perception.
and
I have 8 for perception. And you said science is perception?
science. Yeah.
So I have a 3 and
Yeah,
8
you're
is
better.
11.
All right. Perception and science test, please. Difficulty 1.
That is 1 success.
Nice. All right. So you felt the radiation when you walked in. Obviously, you started glowing just a little bit brighter than you do. And but you're taking it. You're surveying the surroundings. You're seeing the water. You're seeing it hit the ground and everything. You're seeing a pool at the bottom of the stairs. You reach up and you grab Duncan's arm as he's hanging on the back of Tiberius, and you just pull his Pip-Boy by some of the water that's streaming down, and it's like even higher. And then you try to get to like away from the water, it slows down, closer to the water. You're up on his shoulder, like just getting yanked back and forth, right?
I would also like for science to just cup a little bit of the water in my hand and splash it towards Duncan.
Duncan's there.
I just want to see. I need to know his reaction. I need to know if it's true fear or if it's just psychosomatic.
If you do that, I'm running out of the sewer.
How are you running? Like
I'm gonna freaking. I don't even know.
Strength.
He's
I'm
trying.
gonna do a strength athletics test to get off you and fucking book it for the exit. If you do that.
Do it.
You doing it?
I'll just hold his head underwater.
No, I walk up to everybody and I say, "Blessed be Adam, blessed be Adam, blessed be Adam."
Nice.
All right.
I did it with everybody. I wasn't just singling him out.
So this way, it's going to go different,
Okay.
right? Because now you're trying to get your way away from him. So he's going to give you the opposition. So yeah, Tiberius is going to roll strength and athletics.
I got a success.
Just one?
Yeah, just one.
Oh
And I
man,
need
he's
two?
not putting up much of a fight. Well,
No,
however
you're
many
setting
you
the
did,
difficulty,
so
right?
that's your
If he
difficulty.
rolls
Difficulty
two.
one.
Oh, sweat.
I critically failed.
Eat my water.
This is
You are
amazing.
not going anywhere. He's got such a good hold of you. It's almost like he humored you a little bit, so you thought maybe you were getting away, but you're not getting.
I'm still kicking and screaming.
He's got one of those like children's leashes. He reels you back in.
Your big baby Bjorn just strapped to his chest.
I feel so humiliated.
So Tiberius, are you just going to focus on holding him right now? This is your thing. Did you have any ideas, Glitch, right now?
Well, we have to stop that irradiated water source. And there's no way to shut off the water in here.
There's not a valve that you can see.
Then I will follow the pipes towards their source.
What if you open the? If it's not a heavy pressure, we could potentially crimp it. Like, it'll just back up to wherever.
Or like crimp it or bend the pipes. You're thinking to stop.
Yeah,
it?
I mean, if it's a high pressure, you wouldn't want to do that. But if it's just a trickle, then
Yeah, I mean it's coming down. It's not like
No,
fire hose.
but gravity's probably the assist
Yep.
more than anything else.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Or we try to make a makeshift like. No, we're underground. It's not gonna work. It's a lot of gravity. Like those toilets that are underground that we always end up working with.
Yeah.
Launch the poop up.
What do you think?
Open the door.
Go down, open the door at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah.
All right. So
Can you get wet? Like even with your electronics?
Mm-hmm. It's not really electronics. It's like biomechanical.
He's waterproof.
Mm-hmm.
Like a Rolex.
So
He's
do
And I'm just obnoxious.
do a perception plus survival test. Difficulty 3.
Is a cool one-eyed tentacle thing gonna pop up out of the water and grab me by the leg?
I don't know. I can't tell you till you do your test.
Perception survival. I have 0 successes.
Take one of my luck
Uh,
points.
So as you start walking, you can't see the stairs very well because of the water. This is where it's just funneling down those stairs. So because of how it's churning, you can't really see the surface below. And there's bits and pieces of shards of metal and all these things that you can't quite see. And you took 3 combat dice of damage, which was 4 piercing physical damage. I got 1 effect, so it ignores 1 on your legs. To one of your legs. I don't care which one.
Okay.
And that is that. That is 1 round in this room.
I stepped
So
on a
that's,
rusty soda can.
That's 2 more rad damage.
Yay,
That's
more
another
charges.
charge for you. Duncan, you will get 1 point of rad damage.
What did we say?
You don't take it. Yeah, you're fine.
Oh,
Duncan's the only one that's feeling this.
why do I have 4? Oh, because I'm going the gas. Oh, it's broken. Doesn't matter. I should probably fix my armor.
That's what you've done.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you spent 3 days just hanging out at McMinster.
Yeah, none of those days were spent.
No,
fixing
I
it.
did better
Gang,
things.
gang.
So what do we
That's right.
want
My
to
team is better
do
than your team.
as far as figuring out the water in this sewer room? Glitch is at the bottom of the stairs.
Being waterboarded by the waterfall.
Yeah, definitely his his leg's sore. Stepped on some things, he stepped on a piece of Lego on his way down the stairs, and that's the worst.
Cause more emotional damage than
Yeah,
physical.
you guys, I assume, are at the top of the stairs. Looking at the water coming down. What do you guys think you want to try to do to stop the water?
Can you try like crushing the pipe?
If you want, you can try to crush the pipe. You are
Yeah.
currently
Is that
holding
like-
I would
Duncan.
have to put it.
You're gonna have to put down Duncan if you want to try to crush the
All
pipe.
right, is there a table
Is
that
there-
we can put him down on so he doesn't have to touch the water?
No, this room is pretty much. It's a pretty bare.
Is there water on the floor?
Oh yeah, it's wet.
Okay, give me the baby. Give me the
Okay.
baby. Give me the baby, and
I'm
I'll
gonna
hold
hand
the
your
baby.
chance.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna hand him off.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love the idea that I could pick you up if you're like almost over encumbered, but I could pick you up with no problem.
I don't know
It's
how much I'm
good.
carrying. I haven't been keeping track.
So it's going to be a strength and athletics test. You're going to reach up and grab these pipes and try to squeeze them, tie them in a knot in a very Looney Tunes kind of way.
Yes.
It's difficulty 3.
Oh shit.
Someone help
Use an AP.
Someone help him.
We'll see.
I would just say use an AP right now. Like
Okay.
we're full up, right?
Yeah.
And the chances are we're gonna crush at this game.
I got 1 success.
You got 1 success. That is not 3 successes.
No.
Do you have any
Help? Anyone
luck?
help him?
You can, if you
Yeah, like
do luck, you can reroll one of them.
You
and
shoot
hope
it with a
for
laser
crit.
pistol to like quell
What's
it.
your-
I'll try it.
Is it a tag skill there, Kirk, that you're using?
Yeah, strength and athletics. Yeah.
Maybe you could flamethrower the water away.
No, we should have got the cryo gun. We could have frozen it.
Nope.
No?
No.
Oh,
I tried.
so you
I
tried. You
tried.
started to bend it,
Also,
and it's just not
Did
quite.
the water somehow hit him?
Not quite.
heals 1 HP and
So,
2
Duncan,
radiation damage.
You are now in
And I have
Quintilius'
to-
arms.
it
He's
produces
more
2 a day,
cradling,
and I haven't been
right?
keeping
Like
it this
Tiberius had you up over his shoulder. Quintilius is literally holding you kind of like a baby at this point.
And I'm cooing at you
There's
like
still water coming into this room.
I'm gonna inject myself with some Radax and nuzzle into his shoulder.
Aw. Hey, you guys want to give up now and just go home?
We've done all the bonding we needed to do. It's fine. Is it worth it? Really?
Oh, so there's no control anything's in the room. Like you said, there's no valves, but there's no like. Because if it's a sewer, a lot of times they have those like drainage systems, like extra, like for storm, like storm drainage mechanisms. There's nothing else in the room. It's bare.
Well, I mean, we could do a perception and survival test.
I mean, I'm
Check
carrying a
everything. You
large
are carrying-
child, so I'll just I'll use my my companion to actually do the search for me.
Yeah. Give the.
Luckily, he's a scientist.
Would that still give me the extra 20, or because I'm encumbered by him?
You're
would
both
basically...
doing it one way or another. I mean, it's.
And you're like, Ricky, check over
Someone's gonna
there.
put Duncan down at some point, but no, you can use your major
catch.
action to tell.
I will not.
To tell what's his face to go. What are you gonna name him? What's your?
Oh, it's Ricky.
What's that?
It's Ricky.
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 It's
Okay,
Ricky.
good. Ricky. Perfect. So you can tell Ricky as your major action. Duncan already said that this turn he's just nuzzling.
Yeah, he's not looking around. He's hiding his eyes. He's averting and going. "Na, na, 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 na."
Yeah. So use your stats for perception and survival, but no assisting because you're holding the baby right now. You're on daddy duty.
He said, "Daddy."
Difficulty 2.
That is no successes.
We're killing it.
Wow.
Yeah, all those 18.
Do I have any items that would? I shoot a road flare. Just fun.
Just for fun.
Just so you're not so scared. Look, buddy.
You're opening up a road flare for me?
No.
I have just signal flares. I could just light one and hand it to him.
I could
It's
just
like a
get you
birthday candy.
I could get you really drunk.
That could have very adverse effects.
Yeah, got a bottle of rum.
That's a matter of opinion. What do you think? Lich, down at the bottom of the stairs.
I'm gonna crack that door open if I can. Maybe
alright.
that'll get the water to drain.
Okay, so
Probably
it's
smart.
it's locked.
I have bobby pins and I will lockpick it.
Perfect.
Or should I lock it? Set two. And a radio for some reason.
Either it says you can use either agility or perception plus lockpick.
I will
So,
do
I mean,
agility and lockpicking. Because that's a
I will use agility and perception.
yeah, that's a way higher number.
Yeah.
I got 1 successors.
And it was. This one's actually in the book, so I'm looking right at it. It is a difficulty 2.
Bull plop.
You know, luck it.
Yeah, we're nailing it down.
Oh.
You're leaving it as it is. Can't quite get it yet.
All right, fine. I'll spend a luck point. That didn't do it. Wait. 9. And what is that? No, I needed an 11. I got 12.
Oh, all right. Well, that is another round in the first room of the sewers. So back at MacMinster,
You guys aren't figuring so well.
I've started like
I've got a lot of charges. I'm gonna like cut through the door like in Phantom Menace.
Nice. I started like it's not a calendar, but it's like a day tracker for how much time has passed since we really started setting up home at MacMinster. So it was like we did 3 days there last session.
Right.
So I assume you guys left on like day 4.
We really should have researched what Brahmin milk did before giving all of it to MacMinster, because it heals radiation damage.
Yeah.
We'd have like 8 bottles of it right now.
Yeah. He's got a couple. You didn't get rid of yours, right? He's
I
been
did
trying
not.
to sell it.
I have 2 Brahmin
It
milk.
heals
It's
1
like, this
HP
is
and
it.
2 rad damage if you drink a Brahmin milk.
It's a good thing to keep in
Is
mind.
it better if it comes right from the teat?
It is.
Yeah, mine's expired.
Yeah.
It doesn't expire.
It doesn't
So,
expire.
so day 4 of MacMinster was the day you guys left to go on this mission. The Minutemen would have left at the same time. Like you guys went this way, they went the other way. Ryker stayed longer, helping out Mother Watkins in Limbo, helping people, making sure they're fed and warm and all that jazz.
No.
So
Instead of bang.
that was on day 4. So day 5. What? How are you passing your time, Ryker, while you're at MacMinster?
I would definitely be scoping out areas for a bread and cheese shop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking for real estate.
Yeah.
Keeping an eye on like who's getting really old.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Um,
So MacMinster being built out of a large church, most of the structure inside you can see like where Limbo is, where everybody sleeps. There's the gun shop and where the pulpit is, and they have the forge, and then upstairs is the laboratory where they're building the device. And outside there's like a perimeter, like a wall that circles around it. There's another home that they're looking at getting built up, like what used to be an old like minister's home.
okay.
Still within that perimeter wall. And then there's these like towers on all 4 corners of the church itself, where they have like the windmills are built at the top of a couple of them. And from what you can see, the base of the towers aren't really used for much of anything. But you're scoping around the perimeter, and while you do, you are alerted to some noises beyond the wall. Do a perception and survival test. So this is your first difficulty 3 test. Oof, perception and survival.
All right. I'm going to use an AP.
I would have picked the door last time.
Why is that?
Because Bobby Pins actually reduced the difficulty of lockpick tests by 1. I would have picked the door.
Okay, then we'll assume when we get back in the room, the door is open. And that's how we start.
I was actually going to look up you get like some sort of
Wow, that's
lockpick
3
set.
successes.
Oh, a set.
3
What is it? Yeah, what's that?
successes.
That's what I was
Nailed
trying to
it.
find.
Wow.
Look at that.
On a
You-
6.
Lockpick set.
Nice.
Man, all right, I'm making note. Riker gets his first.
Oh, okay. It's just it does the same thing
Okay.
a bobby pin does.
So,
it's just
Damn.
on a
as
bobby
you're,
pin one
wow.
complication. It
You're
breaks.
walking at this
with the
point. You're
set,
kind of
you
towards
need
the
3
front of
complications
the
before it
church.
breaks.
So MacMinster.
So
You
you
hear
would you mark
something
down
like,
like
Yeah, I
around
think
the
you
one,
would
corner.
mark it.
2, and 3,
And as you
Yeah.
start booking it around the
That's cool.
perimeter of the building,
There's
you
lots
get
of them.
towards the back, and you can see that the back wall has been breached right where the water pumps are,
Okay.
a couple of the power generators, and it's a really easy access to the storage tower where they keep all of the food and stuff. Immediately, you can see that they are super mutants that have busted through the wall and are making their way towards where the
Making
the
their way
food storage
downtown.
is. So to get you caught up, we are going to treat this like an extended test.
Okay.
So it's very narrative. It's broken down into phases to get you from here caught up to them. And
God
the
of War
first one
cutscene.
is
Got
this attack.
Yeah.
So how would you aim to to stop this attack.
Oh,
You're clearly going for the food. Like, this seems to be what's they're beelining towards the storage silo where the food is.
Protect the brother.
yeah, I wouldn't stand for it. That's for damn sure. I'd probably just pull out my serrated combat knife and just yell, "Hey, hi!" Something like that.
Are we gonna play? Because this is gonna be the scene.
Yep.
Is your goal to fight the super mutants?
It,
Like,
I would
you're gonna
immediately.
have to.
I
This
would
is-
trigger like just hey.
All right, so
I would not think about anything else.
then we're gonna do. We're gonna roll your test as though you're fighting. So it'd be like is it strength and melee? Would that be using your combat knife?
Yep.
That what goes together. So we're gonna do it the same way. It's another difficulty 3 test,
Okay.
and this is gonna define how your defense of Mechminster goes. If you do really well, you've held off the attack. If you fail, there's going to be losses at Mechminster. Like, they may lose some food. We'll see how good or bad you do on your roll. But it's
Okay.
difficulty 3.
That's 3 successes. Almost 4.
So, Ryker,
Hell yeah.
you yell at first. You just yell, "Hey!" They pay no
Oi!
attention to you. They keep going for the food. They rip open the door to the food shed, and you just lose it, and you charge in, and you just start hacking away at these super
I like to
mutants.
picture you do like one of those cool knee slides and like hamstring
Oh,
one of them.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Slide
You tell
by.
me.
Yeah.
How
Oh,
do
no,
you
I
do it?
love
you
that.
charge right in.
Yeah, they're obviously occupied, and I yell, "Hey!" They don't even turn around. They think obviously nothing of me, and so I do it, and they're standing close together, and I run. I kind of run, and I do exactly that. I knee slide by, and I just get them right in the hamstring.
Nice.
All 4.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So they go down. They're still alive. There's a few of them. You're gonna go for the kill? Like,
Oh,
these
yeah.
babies?
Just immediate execution. No messing
No
around.
messing.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So Riker goes savage mode.
Like a Michael
He's
Jackson
hacking
knife
away at super mutants. So as you do so, you hear behind you, far enough that you know it's past the wall. You hear Tibers. Tibers. And you stand soaked with blood, and you can see a very large super mutant standing past the wall, just watching and rocking, and he's shouting out, "Tibers, I know he's here. You tell the super mutant we're coming for him. You can't hide forever, Tibers." And he goes back into the Boston ruins behind him.
I hope he never loses that nickname, but they give him like Tibbers the Destroyer when he does something good.
I like, this is totally going to come back. So, clearly, this band of super mutants not only bent on food, but looking for Tibbers. So your next big important part of your extended test is to get to Tibbers, because some people are looking for them. So that's going to be how we do our next leg of our extended test, right? So wrap your head around that, and we'll go back to the room. So back in the sewers. So Glitch, you were at the bottom of the stairs. It didn't work. You
was
put
a
the
push,
things
not a
in.
pull.
It did not work, and you were like, and you turned around, and as you turned around, you heard it go, click, and the door opened up, and the water continued to rush past you into the next part of the sewers. The water is still there, but now it's actually spilt out into the next room, making that even more interesting. This is great. All right, this is a good time. When the game master looks at it and says, "Oh, that's going to be funny," I know it is. So the water rushes past your legs, filling up this square chamber, which seems to be a junction point of a bunch of sources of water. The floor in this room, it seems like they've just like piled up like old drywall and wood and metal, like they've made a makeshift floor so you can walk over it. But there's water running like under that, which is where a lot of this water that rushes through your legs, it goes right into the floor, off to the sewer, somewhere else, away it goes. But the as the water rushes in and the door creaks open, right in the center of the room, there's a makeshift table, and there are 3 deeply tanned guards bearing the clothes of children of the atom. They're sitting around playing cards.
Nice.
They're tanned because right above the table, there's the light that's hanging is actually from an old tanning bed.
Oh my gosh.
This is what they're using, like the hanging fluorescence, right? It's a tanning bed. Half the lid part of the tanning bed, that's the light. And then
That's good.
the rest of the room, like, are leaning against the walls in the room, are just more like lids to tanning beds, just lighting this room up. So these guys are baking and loving it. And you're the one at the bottom of the stairs. So immediately this the water rushes in, and the doors open. They jump up because they know you're there. You each alerted each other. What is
Who's
what
more
is
scared?
your initiative?
Do you have a shock baton and just stick it in the water?
That will get all of it. Mine at 15.
15 initiative. All right, I'm going to give you.
If there's too much
You're
water,
going to be able
it
to
won't
act
do anything,
first,
right?
but they're like they were not expecting you, so they're definitely jumping up and like knocking stuff off the table and grabbing at whatever weapons they may have on them.
I'm going to pull up my medallion that has the Children of Adam symbol on it. And be like, easy, brothers, easy.
Nice. Let's do. That's good. Let's do charisma and speech.
If you fail, I walk down the stairs, you throw it to me, and I try it.
I would say 3, but I'm going to say 2 because you do actually have a glowing medallion.
Charisma and speech. Oh, it's only 1 success. I'll spend a luck point. Oh, wait, how many do I need?
You just need 1 more. You need 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I did not get it.
No.
Is that your second luck point you just used?
Yeah.
Right away, they don't buy it. I mean, half your face is missing, and as far as they recall, synths are immune to radiation, so they can't actually bask in Adam's glow. They can't appreciate what that is. You must be a heretic and a liar, so they pull out their weapons. A dirty liar at that. Alrighty then, Bobblefans, there is a lot going on now. If there's one thing that I hate as a game master, it's when the party gets separated and then I have to figure out a way of bringing them all back together. But here we are. The main group is making its way into the sewers, some more willingly than others, while Ryker is on a mad dash to catch up with them all the way from back at Beckminster. There's so much at stake. This is easily the toughest challenge the group has faced yet. But enough about that. How are you doing? How you feeling about all the stuff that's going on? I got some questions for you. So this week, our listener poll is based on how you think the party should be approaching their entrance into the Fens Street Sewers. Should they be going in guns a-blazing because that's typically how they handle things, or should they maybe find a more passive way of working through this, like talk it out for a change? Who knows? What do you think? Maybe we can talk some reason into them. The next part of our question this week is a little bit of input from you guys, and I'd like to know how you think we should deal with Duncan. The guy's having some problems dealing with the water issues down there. What do you think? How would you handle this? Would you be carrying around like Tiberius is, or would you just be dropping him down into the water? Like, I don't know how to handle these things. I'm not a psychologist. I'm a game master. This is what I do. What do you guys think? Let us know. Join in on the polls on Spotify. Check out what we're doing on Facebook. Join in on Discord, on Reddit. We're just about everywhere that you can find us at this point, and we would love to hear from you. And until next time, check it out. We'll hear from you again on the Bobblehead Boys.